Shalom, shalom. Let us give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Kofadas Brakatah, double honor to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. Salutation to the brothers teaching truth and sincerity. We don't know what's going on with this weather, but it's trying to hinder us. Winter, spring getting their ass whipped right now. But that's what happens when you Esau is in control and fucking up the atmosphere and all that shit. Alright. So let's go back to some scriptures. So let's hit the scriptures up. Because the Lord chose the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? So on and so forth. You look at the 12 tribe chart, we the real Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, man. The Lord, He chose us to be His people. Think of this scripture. Basically, the Lord will never not make us His people. You know, we will always be under the banner of the like under the banner of the Lord chosen people. You know, just like how in modern day time, you know, America can never leave that stain. America will forever have the banner of wickedness, the banner of an unrighteous place, an unclean place. Edomites will always have that stigma upon them. Like, they will always be known as the murderer, as the liar, the cheater, the wicked one, the wicked man, the evil man, the demon counterpart, the devil counterpart in the physical. These Edomites will always have that banner. So just like with us as being righteous, being of the Lord, we will always have the banner of righteousness, man, forever, ever. Even in the kingdom of heaven, the Lord is going to make us his people, man. You know, He gonna make us shine like we supposed to. Basically, what I'm saying, because right now the Lord casts us off as Gentiles, man. You know, basically, we forgot our heritage. We forgot who the fuck we were. So, it already started that the Lord made it. He's bringing us back. So let's get this in Jeremiah. All right, let's get this in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31 and 36, which means, hell, I'm gonna just keep reading, man. I'm gonna start up. Verse 24, and there shall dwell in Judah itself, and all the city thereof together, husbandmen, and they that go forth with flocks. For I have straitened the weary soul, and I have replenished every sorrowful soul. Right. This is talking about what is to come. He said he have replenished every sorrowful soul, because, you know, in the times we live in, we're currently at the bottom. We're not depressed. I mean, of course, we get depressed. We go through the emotions. You know, we go through emotions. This is we living in a physical realm. So it kills me when people say don't get emotional. you have no choice but like basically what I get from that is just you gonna get emotional, but don't let that hold you back. But you gonna get emotional in this thing. You gonna go through shit. You gonna cry. You gonna suffer. You gonna have happy times. You're gonna be happy and up and down. But most of the time, it's sorrowful because the state of our people, man. We gotta look. We literally gotta watch every day one of our people getting shot, killed like dogs on the street. We gotta watch our women turn into straight whores, man. That shit fuck with you, man. At a young age, you think that shit cute, but when you get older and shit, man, this shit ain't right. And then you start having daughters, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at that shit different, especially when you start having daughters. You start having sisters, and you got aunties and moms and shit. Like when you a young dude, it's like it is what it is. You like that, but man, shit, you start having daughters of your own and family of your own, man. You don't want your daughter going down that route of being a whore and prostitution and shit. You don't want to see her go. You don't want to see your family. So, and even with the men, you don't want to see them go down that route being, homosexuals, being drugged and locked up in cages. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see your young man get locked up in cages, man. You don't want to see that. You want to actually see you actually want to see the man. You actually want to see the man grow, man. You want to see the man live a life. A boy, like I say, when you a kid, yeah, you join these gangs, all that shit. I know how it is. But you don't want to. Once again, you get older, you become a man. You just don't want to see your young man become victim to this fucking world, man. But 2/3 gotta go down that route. So it is what it is. It's sorrowful you get sorrowful by default because you love your people. We're passionate people. We're naturally passionate people. Like we can't help to be passionate. Sympathy. That's just how we are. And even the more, this is how we are built. So but the Lord said He's gonna replenish the sorrowful soul, so all that's gonna go away, man. That worry about your daughters, worry about your young men, worry about your nephews, man. I always worry about my fucking nephews. They don't even live in the state I live in, because them was my first ones. Like before I had my own family, I had my nephews. And they all young, and they young, dark skinned, one light skinned. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely gotta, I'm a real person. You got fathers. My father left. I don't blame my father. I don't got no problem with my father. I love my father. My father is Israelite. He did what he had to do. But my father left me at a young age, man. So by default, I was raised by women. Which is not good. That's why it takes a long time to get that feminine shit out you. It takes a long time to get that emotional shit out you, especially when you're raised by women. So, and then on top of that, you raised in America. So therefore, Lord, He's gonna replenish the sorrowful soul. That make a man sorrowful already that she wasn't even raised right, man. So let me keep going on that. So it's all about your upbringing. If you say, "For I have satisfied the weary soul," let me look that up real quick. So I don't want to say that. That word there is damn, it ain't going to it, giving me a hard time. But we know what it means. We just so anyway, you know, status like so we gonna be in better shape than we are, man. We gonna be in way better conditions than what we are. The condition that we in, that's why the Lord say he gonna replenish it, man. The Lord gonna bless us with new bodies, new way of life, a new way of how we live, man. We ain't gotta live like this. I'm harping on this because I don't like just keep running past these scriptures, man. That shit hit home for me. He said, upon this I awake and beheld, and my sleep was sweet unto me. Right. Because he's saying this. It was a vision. It was basically, that's good to know. Isn't that beautiful to see that, man? Just like you brothers, and even you sisters, have you dreamed about the kingdom before? Like you dreamed about like just being in peace. That's sweet. Like, you ever just had a great dream, or even not dream, you just thought about it. Like, you ever just thought about the kingdom, just thought about just not going through this shit no more? You know, just thought about just like, man, it gotta be something greater than, it gotta be something realer than this, man. Is this what this shit is about? This what life about? You know what I'm saying? Is this all there is for me out there? Is this what my ancestors slaved for? You know, man, our ancestors, our ancestors died. Our ancestors ain't died for no, man. I don't know what family line your ass from. I'm found, you know, and then when you don't vote, your ancestors died for you can vote. No, the fuck they didn't. They died for freedom. They died for freedom, man. Don't you get it? I understood that at a young age. They didn't die so I can be a slave to this fucking system under the Democrat and Republican Party, who you can vote for one of these motherfuckers. They didn't die for that. They died for freedom, man. They died so they could, for just simply as that, freedom. They died so freedom. Freedom has no level. Oh, it's a level? No. They wanted, that's why, it like meaning, talking about we got a system, man, nigga, either you free or you not. It's not subjective. Freedom is what we're going to have in the kingdom. The freedom to keep our laws fully. Freedom to walk in the path of the Lord and how he wants us to. Freedom is not, okay, you free, but you can only, I can only limit the things you can do. That's not freedom then. That's not, that is just how we gotta act in your society. That's not freedom to the extent. Yeah, you can do shit in the society, but you don't have you don't have freedom. You got a sense. Once again, you can't call it freedom then. That's how I feel. You cannot call it freedom because it's not freedom. A bird is free. Like, if you watch the animal kingdom, they're free to act the way they're supposed to. And even Esau trying to stop their system, but ultimately, animals has their freedom in certain aspects of it, especially people, animals or fishes that's, creatures that's in the ocean. They have the freedom to do as they want and act how they supposed to act. But we limited to what we got to do. It say, behold, the day cometh, said the Lord, that I will so the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beasts. And it shall come to pass, like as have watched over them, to pluck up and to break down, to throw down and to destroy and to afflict. So I will watch over them, to build and to plant the Lord. And then to plant, said the Lord. In those days they shall say no more, Father, I have eaten sour grapes, and children's teeth sat on edge. For everyone shall die for his own iniquities. Every man shall eat the sour grape. His own teeth shall be set on edge. What this is talking about is choices and decisions, and being accountable for what you supposed to do. You know, ain't nobody to blame no more. Ain't nobody, like, one thing what's going on now, it's all about choices and decisions and actions. Everything you hear is the Lord set us past, but you know, it's about decisions, man. It's about coming upon the Lord and the Lord dealing with you, and about what's your endurance, what's your stamina, man. Either you gonna eat the sour grapes or you gonna eat the righteous bread, man. You know, this is about growing, learning, learn yourself. You so quick to learn about Alexander the fucking Great, and you don't even study yourself. I say that shit all the time to brothers, man. Stop worrying about all these motherfuckers. Fuck them. I mean, that's good to know. I get it. Like, you gotta know, but I mean, I don't feel the need to know all that shit when you don't even learn about yourself. You're not even studying of who you are, man, and what you can handle, and what you can do, and what you can or can't do. Shit, that what you need to learn, or what you gotta do. You know, like, you gotta learn what you can do and what you can't do, man. Shit. You know, if I'm you, I'm me personally, I focus on myself more than I focus on who the fuck was Alexander the Great was, and who the fuck was motherfucking Antiochus. Fuck them. They did long gone, did, they came back. I get it. Fuck them. We see each other in this time. But I'm training on myself. I'm training on my own mind. I'm more focused on what I got going on than them. I get it, they in the scriptures. Shit, I'm in the scriptures too. Shit. I'm in the scriptures too. You know? Shit, like, shit. You in the scriptures too. Like, you gotta think. You know, people, oh, well, they in the scriptures. Okay, you are too. So what, you gonna level up on them, then yourself? Fuck them. Because best to believe they getting ready for you. So you supposed to be getting ready for them. So it's about choices, man. Making these right decisions. You know? It say, behold, the day comes, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Israel. Right? The Lord took us by. See, this is what I'm saying. The reason why he got to mention these things, because he took us by the hand, literally. The Lord literally, like, we literally. That's why now it's different. It's not like that no more. The Lord did, like, people say, well, damn, why? Because the Lord can't do it like that no more. Because the Lord's. That's why I say this is not about the Edomites. It's not even so much about Edomites. Jake decided to go off on their own, man. I say this a lot. I made a series to say, well, where was Edomites then? Like, Jake, it's certain decisions Jake just made, just wanted to do. Ain't nobody was forcing you. Ain't nobody forced you to fuck this man. Like, ain't nobody made you. In the time when Moses went to go get the commandments, Jake then built a whole fucking golden calf. Like, where was Edomites? Where was the porn stuff? Where was it was just you. It was just you in the wilderness. It was just you. And here it is. The Lord is literally walking with dwelling with us. I mean, you can obviously clearly see the chariots. You can obviously tell that Moses just parted the water, man. You see, like, me personally, I like to think about the cartoon Moses when he did. I liked it that how they did that. I like to think of that. But however he did, you can obviously see that the Lord was dwelling with us. It wasn't like a more so of a faith thing, because you can just see it, like, oh, there it is. So that's why this all about faith. Like, you gotta just believe the Lord ain't dwelling us, ain't doing nothing. And I try to explain that to brothers. Don't think someone gonna do something for you in this time, bro. Ain't nobody coming here to, you got these dudes crying, asking for hands. Ain't nobody getting you no hand out now. Ain't no hands out. You gonna have to get off your fucking ass and grind for this shit. It's no other way. You hear me? You gonna literally have to get off your ass and grind. Like, grind. Like, nobody coming to help you if you ain't gonna help yourself first. That's how it's going. The sooner you understand that shit, the better off you be as a man. Especially as a man. The sooner you understand that shit, the better off you be. So he said he's gonna make a new covenant. So which my covenant they break all through. I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. Like, and that's real. And he said, look, man. He like look. He like, look, man. I was a husband unto these people. I was a husband unto these people. That's why I say the Lord literally treated us as a husband as you treat a wife, man. Meaning he literally guided us. And we went off. Nobody was testing us. Nobody had us in slavery. We went off on our fucking own. That's why I gotta explain to Jake, bro. Yeah, this is about Edomites now, but don't think right now. Esau, everyone can go away right now. Right now, everyone can go away. It could just be Jake. Jake would literally enslave themselves. Jake would literally go off. Jake would literally do what they do to, Jake would do what they do. Jake would literally find a reason to, go off. So this whole excuse, well, Edomites made me, no, Edomites made you do shit. This is about faith right now, bro. This is about faith, making decisions, endurance, stamina. Faith is a gift, the scriptures say, man. That's why this is a new way. This new. This new. Ain't nobody holding your hands no more. Ain't nobody teaching you shit. If your ass don't get off your ass and go get it, you want to hustle, grind, crawl for this, bag for this, you ain't gonna get it. And you gonna be that nigga talking about, oh, well, you the most, man. Ain't nobody make you do shit. You did it to your fucking self. Because right now, if Edomites go away right now, you would still have an excuse why you ain't do something, man. Verse 33, but this shall be the covenant I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord, I will put my laws in their inward parts. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord, I will put my laws in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will make, and they will be, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. Right? You gotta go through the inward parts, man. You gonna have to literally. They gotta be in your inward parts, man. Shit, you gotta be in your inward parts now, man. Shit, you better be thinking upon the Lord, man. And I feel on what they saying, like, well, you know, that's the prophecy is to come, but man, look, bro, you better be thinking upon the Lord now, man. Shit. Cause it ain't no other way. Ain't nobody gonna come out. This ain't the time of Egypt. Ain't no, ain't no Moses. Ain't no none of that shit gonna come get you, bro. If you not thinking upon this, if you not meditating upon these scriptures, if you not grinding hard for the truth, if you not ready, if you not asking the Lord to, in those times, in those moments, in your time of trial and tribulations, in your time of distress, in your time of helplessness, in your time at the mercies of man, you want the Lord to have mercy upon you in those days. You want the Lord to put the Spirit upon you in those days, man. In those times, in those moments, man, constantly. I say this analogy all the time. One of the hardest thing a human being can go through is pregnancy. They say that is a pain that is a man. They said men couldn't handle that kind of pain. They even ran like a simulation where they kind of mocked the pain to the best of their abilities, but it still wasn't as painful. But they made stimulation where they could copy the pain. Man couldn't take that. As weak as a woman is, and some women do get the epidural, and they still be fucked up. The women who get natural birth, the Lord literally put the Spirit on them right there and then. Like, that's the only way a woman could go through that pain. You gotta think, because it's life coming upon the earth. You dig? Like, like the Lord, in those moments, the Lord has to make these women strong, and strong has to make them strong and make them have a strong desire to give birth. That's why the Egyptians even said in so many words. They said these Hebrew women are lively, meaning they was just giving birth and going about their day. Like they was like, man, these women is not like the Egypt women, because the Egypt women they give birth and they all fucked up. I seen them even when I had a child. You know, of course, come on, man, just hear me. Of course, you know we talking about a woman. So when my woman had a child, we was out the hospital less than 3 days. You know, everyone got their own thing, of course, but and we was during like a baby boomer season, like that what they called it. It was a lot of people in there. A lot of the women, from what my own eyes, a lot of women was the Israelites race was in and out. Well, a lot of them Gentiles, they was in there, man. They was in there. They said, look, we need a week, man. You know. But verse 33. So he said, gonna write upon our hearts that I'm gonna be the people, right? Because you gotta want this, man. You gotta want this, man. It's not just gonna be given. Shit not gonna be given. It ain't gonna be in your inward parts. You don't want it, man. Of course, in the time to come in the kingdom, we all gonna have it in our inward parts. But it starts with you doing that now, especially with the elect. It starts now, grinding hard for that now. It starts grinding hard, making things happen, doing what you're supposed to do now. It's not just it's not just, okay, well, this scripture say this, so I'm gonna live how the fuck I want to live and not do nothing for the rest of my motherfucking life. No, it ain't talking about that. You gotta grind for that now, man. You wanna you wanna be so where that scripture is like you feel like it's in you now. That's how you wanna strive for that kind of effort. You wanna set a standard for yourself now. Like, why not act like it now? Oh no, fuck that. I'ma just fucking just be a drug dealer. I'ma just be a do me, fuck it. It can be my own parts anyway by default, right? So I'm gonna do what? Nah, fuck that. Live righteous to the best of your abilities now. Have it in your inward parts now. Have integrity now. So what I'm saying is grind. Y'all see me up by my fucking self. I'm doing what I gotta do. What's your excuse? Oh, well, I got that too. Oh, you went through that. We all went through that shit too. I went through that shit too. You know? So look, man, you know, you waiting on someone to give you this pumpkin, this fucking cheesecake, and you gonna be waiting forever. You gonna be waiting forever thinking someone gonna give you something. Man, nobody gonna give you nothing, especially if you ain't grinded. Why you think the Lord cursed out the man who buried his talent? He's like, what you thought? Someone was gonna flip this for you? What the other man do? They went out there and got to it. Ain't gonna tell you the backstories. They're probably out there doing what they selling or using their talent. They probably got 100 no's. See, they ain't gonna tell you that. You know, it's like a job, like these jobs, and this is what people don't understand. It say, look, and the job would say this: you can make either between $30,000 to $50,000. Hold on, what? That don't make sense. What you mean? Well, basically what they saying is, look, well, if you a sweet meat rookie, if you sweet, you lazy, shit, you at best you can make $30,000. But if you grind hard, work your fucking ass off. See, they not gonna say that. See, it's like one of them jobs that just say you can make $100,000, right? And you sign up for that job, and you like, oh, you just thought like you just gonna show up and do average work and get paid. No, you gonna a lot of them. You gotta work your ass. Ain't no days off. So just forget about having days off. Just throw that out your head. Then it's about, okay, setting up everything right, running a tight schedule, learning your job, and capitalizing on everything you supposed to do. So even with this truth, it say what it say, but you gotta capitalize on these situations. You gotta capitalize, man. You know, people always think, see, it like you always just think it's just that. But you don't never get the underlying meaning what that person did so that can happen. It's like, okay, yeah, get this Bugatti, but you know this Bugatti, you gotta maintenance it, right? So to maintenance this, I looked it up. It costs $25,000 for an oil change on that motherfucker. So basically what I'm saying is it's always the underlying thing to it. It's never just, oh, well, you could just get this. Well, they forgot to tell you all the underlying things you gotta do to get it. Which is truth. It ain't just as simple, oh, okay, as people sell it, oh, you just believe in the Lord and you good. Yeah, well, no. Because you gotta endure things. Is you tough enough? You gotta read. You gotta study constantly. Go over the same thing over and over. You gotta deal with the elements of this world. You gotta preach. You gotta go hard. It say, and then they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, said the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquities and I remember their sins no more. And that's a beautiful thing in the kingdom. The Lord gonna forgive our iniquities. You know, our sins. No, this don't say just do what the fuck you want to do. Because the Lord can do whatever the fuck he want to do. Like, hey, that's a scary thought though, in itself. Hey, that's a gem. That's not saying doing. So some will read that and be like, well, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna be saved anyway. Well, you gotta realize something. The Lord can do whatever the fuck he want to do too, though. You catch my drift? The Lord can do anything he wanted to too, though. That's all I'm saying. So the Lord gonna forgive your iniquities, but live a righteous life, man. Live a life in integrity. Of course, strive for the best. You gonna go off. You go off, man. Strive for to not go to commit the same crime, the same crime twice. You know. Yeah, try not to commit the same crime twice, man. If you gonna take this stuff seriously, if you gonna consider yourself as a man of the Lord, hey man, shit. You know, don't commit the same crime twice, man. Strive for better, fear less, as the scriptures say, man. Thus said the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and the stars for a light by night, which divided the sea when the waves thereof rule. The Lord of hosts is his name. And if those ordinances depart from before me, said the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. You see that? The Lord said, look, that's why I started off. The Lord, we will forever be his people. So we're under the banner of righteousness. He said, well, look, if the ordinance which he created, the sun, moon, all the ordinance, all the signs you see in the skies, everything you be seeing in space, if those go away, well, look, all right, fuck you. Y'all not gonna be. Those would never go away. The Lord created. It's I like to use it. It's like women, man. You can knock 100. You can knock 1,000 women a day, and you still ain't scratched 1%. The Lord made things. Look, man, you can blow up. Esau can blow up. Let me tell you something. Esau can blow up 1 billion galaxies and ordinance every day, and still ain't touched 1% of what the Lord created, man. The Lord made things in abundance, man. Like y'all, like people don't understand that. The Lord made things in abundance, man. He made things where he made things in abundance, man. It's always gonna be there, and it's just gonna be constant growing and creating. That's why the Lord he hints at it through scripture. He said Jake's seed is like the stars of heaven. I mean, it's an innumerable number. You can't even count us. You can't even count it. It's a never stop ending pattern. It's a never stop ending thing. That's how the Lord made things. The Lord made things in abundance, man. That's why I tell Jake, we gotta have abundance mindset, man. People always think there's a lack there. Like, I don't live a lack mindset, man. It's always, it's more than enough out here. That's why I don't want to make this about money, but come on. Oh yeah, man. People out here begging for money for what? Hell, Esau made money in abundance, man. Hey, Esau just printing money. Hey, Esau made money in abundance too. Shit, nigga, Esau just printing money, man. Esau don't. It's just money. It's just all kind of money out here, bro. It's cryptocurrencies, it's stock. Nigga, fuck is you? Like, how can you be broke? It's so much shit you can do. Like, Honestly, like you can literally do all kind of shit. You ain't gotta work for nobody now. Like, and then we live in the era where you ain't gotta work. Okay, you don't want to work for people. I was just built upon hard labor. That's how I was made. One day I'll stop, but that's just how I do. But man, I did one of those Ubers before, one of them Amazon things before. You can just work for yourself. You get a 1099 and everything. You file your own fucking taxes, all that shit. And you can just live your life. You gotta worry about nobody. So that's what I'm saying. This shit ain't about you know, this shit out here you can do. But this giving up shit, that shit dead, bro. Ain't no giving up. Ain't no giving up. Shit, bro. I got 2 legs, arm. My senses good. Ain't no giving up, bro. It's nothing but grinding for me. That's all I do, man. I don't stop. That's my problem. So the Lord said he chose us to be his people. He like, look, y'all gonna be my people forever. like, look, he like y'all minds for as long as I'm concerned. These ordinances always gonna be here. Y'all gonna always be my people. Thus said the Lord, if the heavens above can be measured. He said, look, if you can measure the heavens. Even Esau said it. Even Esau said, look, man, space, it just keeps expanding. Esau even figured that one out. Esau like, look, man, you can't even, like, he like, look, man, it's no ending. Like, he realized that it just keeps on going. It never stops. Like, that's what I'm saying. The Lord made things in abundance. He made things where he didn't make it to where it had a limit, man. It's free. Like, it's just expanded. It's so much out here, man. He said the foundation of earth stretches out beneath. I will also cast out the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said the Lord. You gotta think, earth is a living organism. Earth is alive. Earth itself is spiritual. You can't go beneath earth. Earth is what they show is not the whole earth, man. They don't show us the whole map. It was a big argument. You can look it up. That's a thing. Like the map is wrong. Even like the maps that we see on our iPhone, that is wrong. That is the wrong map. And that's a big thing. Like, that's not all the lands. That's not the whole world. That's not every piece of land. Then there's land covered in ice. Then there's lands, there's oceans, places Esau never even been through yet, man. Esau not this fucking great guy people think he is, man. He a piece of shit. God damn, y'all taking this man's word. Like, which one is it, man? Oh, well, Esau, which one is it? But then he shoots you cold dead and lie to your fucking face. Here it is. We gotta have a case about if George Floyd was choked to death. Are we this motherfucking of an idiot? Are you telling me here it is, the whole world is literally watching a fucking dude put his fucking foot on his fucking neck, putting a man's weight is upon one area of your neck, and you telling me we gotta argue about if that was the cause of his fucking death? I mean, for that to even go to trial and to be long drawn like that should be a wake up call for you niggas, man. That you ain't no hope here, man. Ain't no hope here. I mean, god damn, what else? I mean, and that was like an HD vision, like that. Those motherfucking body cameras is HD, like that was like a GoPro, like that was, nigga. There it is, like, is a man's weight on his neck. So it's real. is real as fuck. So this is what we gotta go through as people, man. We gotta go through this, deal with this fucking whatever you want to call this shit, man. This place is no place to be a part of, man. But but that should show you though, as a Israelite man, you ain't the truth, man. Right there, like you gotta, but you can't take this man's word. You can't take this man you can't take this man serious. Like, I mean, what was that? Like, I'm not even talking about right or wrong. What I'm saying is, he's telling you what you looking at is fucking wrong. The argument was if that was the cause of his death. This is a man calling for his mama. The man is pulling his fucking shit to his neck, strangling this man. Took the life out of him. Oh, well, we gotta decide this thing. Here it is. Millions of people, the whole world watched that shit. So, what that got to show you, bruh? What that show you? Like, man, what that show you? You know what I'm saying? And then with the one situation with the girl in Columbus, Ohio, the white boy pulled up and just gunned the bitch down. Fuck it. Here it is. This is a fat girl. A fat 15-year-old girl with a knife. Gunned her down like a... Shot her ass smooth down. Just no hesitation. Like, I mean, you gotta think the mindset of these Edomites, bruh. Like, it wasn't a call there was a terrorist attack. It wasn't like, oh, it was a terrorist on the run. It wasn't a wanted person. There was two girls fighting. You know, the cops got called. You know how that go in the hood. Two girls fighting, a little hood fight. Ain't nobody got hurt. No one got shot. You just got to call up, man. These two people fighting each other. Not you, not worried about you. This ain't nothing going on that your life is in danger. You got out the... Nigga, it's so many ways you can handle... What the point I'm making is there's so many ways you can handle that situation. Like, goddamn, you could just point the gun at him. You could tase, you could hit him with a pellet. You can either just be like, look, man, put the fucking knife down before I smack the shit out you. Like, there's so many ways you can handle that situation. A fat 15-year-old girl. But what I'm saying is, this is what you gotta look forward to every other week. I gotta say now, this shit is every week. You gotta just keep watching these situations of Israelites, because there's no other else race of Israelites getting gunned down by these Edomites, bruh. So this is like they just want to kill you, bruh. I mean, not kill, murder you. This ain't nothing else. He had it in his mind, well, I'm gonna kill one of these motherfuckers. That's it. Ain't no home in it. Ain't no home here, man. Ain't no home here. We gotta strive for the kingdom. All right. Let's get this. I'm about to say, man, we gotta strive for the kingdom, man. We can't just keep worried about what these other fucking trying to help all these other motherfuckers, man. Verse 4, for if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them to interchange the darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah 8 people, and preach a preacher of righteousness bring bringing in the flood upon the world of ungodliness. Right? This ain't nothing new for the Lord. So what I'm saying is the Lord got a history of taking people out. And this is the God you dealing with. So the Lord don't, I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is deeper. This gotta be deeper. This is deeper than just trying to, oh, I'm gonna just do right. The Lord do what he want. That's what I'm saying. You gotta really strive for this shit, man. This ain't about no wordplay. You gotta get physical. You gotta strive. You gotta really know what you want out here, man. What you came here for. This ain't about being no fucking nice person. It's about you getting what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to do, making these right decisions, man. Knowing, understanding what we're trying to tell you, man. You don't gotta agree with everything I'm saying. But what I am saying is, man, look, man, I read from the Bible, man. Look, man, this place is not for you is what we're trying to get y'all to understand. We're not doing anything for this shit to happen. We're just calling out what is actually happening. The history of our people here has been a fucking, some shit you read off of horror. It's horrific. A so-called black person history here. It's horrific. Like, it's horrible. Like, it ain't nothing but death. And that is not me making that up. That is our history here with these Edomites. What we don't have, like, what I'm saying is we cannot be friends. Like, Edom, like, my mother always told me, like, don't never bring home no white person. Like, my mom told me that. Because it's like, and I feel her, because what I'm saying is, they did so much shit. We did so much to each other. Like, we gotta hate. It's too much of a event. It's from the beginning, from Jacob and Esau. Like, it's there. Like, you can't ignore it. No matter where you go, I seen it. No matter where I be going, man. Jake will hang out with other melanin people. Will sometimes mix and hang out with white people. But no matter where you at, man, it will be a separation, bruh. Edomites will be over here, and Jake will hang out over here, man. No matter what you do. Right now, y'all can go to a kumbaya. Here it is, you going to a kumbaya thing. Somehow, some form way, Jake will somehow still kind of separate themselves. So what the point I'm making is, brothers, man, just be. Why live in La La Land? Why live in this fantasy that think everything is everybody out here to help you, man? Why? Why have that foolish thought? Why not be a man? Why not understand where the fuck you at? Why not understand what the fuck is going? You gotta understand what the fuck is going on, man. It's certain people. You gotta live your life. You gotta be a warrior. You gotta be a man, a warrior, man. You gotta be smart. You gotta be logical, spiritual. You gotta be all that. Noah was. Not only Noah was spiritual, he was logical too. Like he was smart too. Like what I'm saying, like people try to think that's no. In order to be spiritual, you gotta be logical. Like you gotta have common sense as well. That all makes up being spiritual. Like that's all intertwined. Spiritual ain't what you see on TV. I mean, you gotta be logical. Like you gotta have common sense. Noah built that ship. You gotta be smart to do that. Shit. Like, You gotta have some type of brain on you. And he understood like the only way I'm gonna get through this is to I gotta preach a righteousness of preach righteousness. You don't think Noah got fucking tired, man? Building for over 100. Man, the scriptures say he building for many years, man, and preaching for many years. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't think he had them days? And of course, it was you know, that day it started raining and it ain't stopped. Verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah unto ashes, and condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So he made them to an example of people who want to live that ungodly lifestyle. This is what you got to look forward to. So with that, shalom.